I think we're on, Dawn. I think we're on.
It's not on my phone.
Sometimes it just
We
takes
are.
a
We
second.
are.
And look at that for the time, 14:04, 144. Again,
I
how many
love it.
times can one person see the same number?
I know. I know. Is it 144 for you or 44?
I've got one, it's 144. It's like the 144. Always, like every single day without fail. I see it probably 3 or 4 times. Just noticed on my phone when I was just checking to see if it were live.
Yeah, and it comes up. Mine's 3 and 333. Everything three,
That's
everywhere,
interesting.
all the time. So yeah, even in conversations, people will mention three something. So that's got meaning for me. I have looked at it, but I can't bring it to mind right now what it means.
I just don't even take meaning from it anymore. I just take the only meaning I take is
The
you're on the
message.
right path.
Yeah, yeah.
Can
It's
you
the
hear
message.
my oven beeping? I put in some banana bread in the oven and it's beeping now. Can you hear it, or is it?
I can't hear it.
Okay, fine. I'll leave it beeping. Beep away. Oh,
Um,
how are you, my darling? It's so good to see you.
I am really good. So Sunday, typical madhouse. I've got the kids downstairs, but they're eating, so they should give me at least 10 minutes peace. It's all under control. The dog keeps coming upstairs, so I might shout at her while we're on here. But apart from that, all good, all good. And the sun's shining, so I'll be going out later, getting some fresh air.
Oh,
Which will be amazing. And I'll just quickly add, I had a quantum healing group session this morning with Susie, who we
okay.
know is going to be featuring in your group, which is what we're going to talk about today. And it was amazing, absolutely amazing. Loads of messages came through, and I just feel just in a different energy, just in a
Yeah.
beautiful, chilled out energy now.
I
So
cannot wait. I cannot wait. I've not actually had a session with Susie yet, but oh my goodness. Cannot wait. Cannot
you
wait.
are gonna love it. She's just a natural. And the quantum energy is just so beautiful, and it's brilliant just for surrendering, releasing, and just, I don't know, getting that guidance through to keep
Mm.
moving forward, even if you're getting that self-doubt or anything creeping in, it just wipes it away and gives you that clear perspective, which
Jeez,
is
I needed that over the weekend on. Honestly, this full moon. On the chat that we've got, I'd spoken to Serena because she'd rung me about something else. And she answered, and I was like, rah, just crying. And she's like, okay. So we was just ranting. Yeah, just the whole spiritual journey and everything. Because this is the thing, isn't it? We go through these peaks and troughs, and then we go to the next level, and then you just get bombarded with all of this like crazy um, energies that are just bringing things up to the surface that need to be
yeah,
worked through. And thankfully, I am so lucky to be surrounded by Serena, yourself, Natalie. There's loads of us, and which is exactly why I wanted to create the High Vibe Tribe, because we're really lucky. We've trained in lots of modalities together. We've got that bond. We're always using different techniques on each other. But this is for the people who are maybe just starting to come to this awareness that there is more in this world, in this life, than what we're kind of led to believe. And I just really wanted to create something that's affordable, but also gives those people access to that support, that safe place, that community, people who can meet them where they're at, exactly like I was this weekend. Like, what the fuck's going on?
excuse me 1 second.
Yeah,
I think message you, Colin. Sorry.
you're all right. Dun 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 dun.
The dog's trying to run out the front door.
Oh, Nancy, bless her.
Here
How
we go.
cute. Oh,
Oh, that
she's
always happens. So you think you've got time, and then everything just happens all around you. But there
the
we go.
kid's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Colin's just come back with the shopping, and the dog's trying to run out the front door. So I've had to go and grab the dog so she doesn't run out, and then I'll go and help him with the shopping in a minute. But
Oh,
I
honey.
mean, impeccable. But we're used to it, aren't we? If we just roll with it now.
Yeah, definitely. So let's just yeah. Shall I just explain a bit more about it, or do you want to say what you found about the High Five Tribe?
So what I would like to say is it can be a bit of a lonely journey sometimes, because you're getting a new perspective, you're heightening your intuition, you're getting things through that you don't know if it's you, are you making it up, is this really happening? And I just feel blessed that I've got people to talk to that understand me, that don't think I'm going mad, and that can keep me grounded, level-headed, and moving forward on the journey. I honestly believe without the support, I wouldn't be as far forward. I would have got stuck somewhere, in that doubt, in that feeling, what on earth's going on? I'm losing control. Am I losing my mind? And it's all normal. And when you're with like-minded people who understand that and can hold your hand and lead the way, then you just keep moving forward with
Yeah.
that support network. It's not a journey to do alone, is what I would say.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Because not only are you starting to realize that everything in the external world is an illusion,
Yeah.
whatever it is, but then it's like exploring who we are internally, all of these emotional traumas, blocks, things that are coming up, memories that have been suppressed. And when they come to the surface, oh my goodness, you're questioning who you even are. And then we're waking up to this whole high level of consciousness, the spiritual gifts, the soul gifts, the activations we're having, these powers that we seem to be getting coming through thick and fast now, and understanding them. And like you said, just learning to trust them. And I think trust is just the biggest word, but it is so difficult when we have been living in a world where we have always looked to external people for that just validation, right? But now at least we've got this safe space where and you know what, I am so lucky to have been surrounded by yourself, and there's quite
Okay.
a number, isn't there, of amazing women who we all have just handheld
Yeah,
each other through this past year of such intense growth.
absolutely. I
And
couldn't have done it on my own. I don't think I could. And anybody who has, I absolutely applaud,
yeah.
because it can be quite lonely sometimes when you're trying to figure things out, you're finding out who you really are, that everything that you thought was real around you isn't. Then
Mm.
you realise you've got this power inside you, then you don't know what to do with it. Then you learn how to use it and you start to change your reality, and everything just opens up and becomes the most, I don't know, exciting journey you could ever possibly be on. And even as you level up and you get to the bottom of your next level and everything hits you again, you do become more resilient. You have got a deeper connection, and your team will guide you through it effortlessly if you allow them to.
Yeah.
And
And
in the
if
early days, we push them away and we go within ourselves and we just go into panic and we forget that all we have to do is say, can you please help me out now? Because if we
yeah.
don't ask, all they can do is surround us with love that we might not even feel if the emotions are so dense. All
Mm.
they can do is that. Whereas when you ask for help, they can take action because we need to give permission, because we have free will. They can't just step in no matter how much they want to. So just asking for help and feeling safe that you can do that, and it
Mm.
will come. And it will come in the most amazing ways, not just in the metaphysical with your guides and your team. It will come to you in this reality by the people you surround yourself with, who walk into your life, who hold your hand, who show you different things. And they work in such amazing ways that I just ask people to be open to receive, because I've received so much, honestly. And I'm not just talking money. I know everybody talks about money and getting rich. I'm richer than I've ever been, with a life of fulfillment in
Mm.
all areas. And that to me is being rich, abundant in every area of your life. I mean, yes, I have my ups and downs and I have my wobbles, but I've never felt so abundant, so blessed, so grateful. And that just raises your vibe, just feeling that way. It
Yeah.
does. You need to be surrounded with people who raise that vibration and understand you and encourage you. And something else I just want to say: there's no competition. We all support each other. We all offer similar things, but we're all very different with our own gifts, our own connection. There really is no competition. You'll see all of us cheering each other on and being just filled with pure joy when one of us does really well or launches something new. There really is no competition. There's no room for that. We're all here to help as many people as we can. And by joining these types of groups and being in these communities, you're going to find the people you're most aligned to work with, and who will want to work with you. It's give and take, because I pay for sessions. I go to people when I need that healing. Self-facilitation is a gift and it's amazing. But sometimes I do believe it's better to be facilitated, because your subconscious still tries to keep you safe, and it will trick you, but it might not trick your facilitator who can get right underneath it. So it's investing in yourselves to keep moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's a really important subject you touched on there, because I think for me, what I've recognized for me in my journey is that we start out and we start questioning everything, and we start to realize that actually we don't really know who we are, what our purpose is, what we're here to do. And we want to know, and we want the information to come really quick and fast and easy to us and for free. But you know what? We can't find out everything for free. If we want to expand our journey, expand ourselves, expand our growth, and become who we truly are, we need to invest energy, time, and finances into ourselves. And this was one of the biggest lessons I had, because for years and years and years, I was a VA coach and I was looking at everybody else doing really well. I had this massive burden of zero confidence, zero self-worth. The second I decided that I was going to invest in myself, and I'm talking thousands, right? It was huge. Didn't even tell my husband, right? It was huge.
Made that decision.
Yeah, let's hope you don't watch this. The second I made that decision, everything changed. And then since then, I've invested in the different healing modalities, and invested in spiritual coaching, all sorts of stuff. But I know that that is a huge jump. It's a huge leap for a lot of people. So this membership, it is affordable. You can cancel at any time. But what it does do, it gives you access to healers like Dawn, like Susie, like breathwork facilitation.
Like you.
The workshops that we do, the knowledge that is shared about this expansion journey, about the healing journey, about being able to manifest and raise your energy and your vibration, having that safe space as well. I don't know if you caught the session from this week, when I call it coaching or mentoring, because that's what I've done for the past however many years. But really, it was just a discussion. And wow, some of those things that were shared on that call and how that resonated around other people who then could come together and talk about their experiences. And I'm like, my goodness, you two need to come together, have that conversation, record it, because when you've worked through this trauma yourselves, how powerful that's going to be in the future for other people to find.
Exactly. Everybody's got their story. This is something else I'm finding with all the people I work with. Everybody's got their story, and you and Natalie have taught me that. That is your wisdom. You've gone through that. You've survived that. Now you're healing. Now you can share your wisdom and help other people. That is such a gift. And I know going through some of these things is absolutely horrendous, traumatic. But I just want you, if you've been through this, to look at who you are now, where you've come, and the people you've helped just by talking to them. And just imagine sharing in a community what you can bring for other people. And when you acknowledge it, you process it, you share it, you release it, you own it. That's when you are in your power, and you are then impacting other people's lives and changing lives. And that's the power that you hold. Turn it into your power. That's why you went through it. Karmic lessons, soul contracts, there's a reason for everything, and use it. That is your wisdom. I've had so many people think, what have I got to offer? I've got nothing to offer.
Yeah.
You all have something to offer, and you may not know what it is yet, but we can tap into that as a community. We can all tap into that. We can offer that guidance. You can tap into it for yourself and learn how to do that, and you'll be amazed at just what you have to offer.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I always
everyone, I've got nothing to offer. What am I going to do? I can only do this, that. I used to be that person, and I still fall into doubt sometimes now and think, who am I? Who am I to be doing this? But I know how to connect now, and that doubt just gets taken away. And it's like, this is who you are, and this is what you're here to do. And I own it now. I own it. It's more important for me to risk looking like a fool than it is for me to hold back and do nothing.
Yeah.
Seriously, I would rather risk looking silly, falling on my face, which isn't going to happen because I trust my team, but I would rather risk that than do nothing and have that regret. I want everybody to embrace that really, and just step forward fearlessly, because your team have got you. They have got you.
And on that note as well, I think for me, I was definitely one of these people where I'm no good to anybody. All I can do is admin work. That's it. And if I'm not doing that, what else am I doing? The amount of people, Dawn, you included, who've been saying to me, Laura, it's your energy. You're the light. You just bring this energy. You just make me feel better. I need my daily dose of Laura. I need just Laura in my life. And I'm like, what? What are these people seeing that I couldn't see? I could not see it. And now my entire business is just around me flowing my energy, encouraging people, inspiring people, pushing people forward, which is incredible. But you know, we cannot see these things ourselves because we've always been looking at ourselves through the lens of we're not good enough, we're not worthy, we're lacking something, we need to be somebody else. But we all have our own very, very God-given gifts
Right
that are
here.
all different. And even though, you know, there might be 2 or 3 people doing angelic Reiki healing or quantum healing, do you know what? Every single one will be different because every single one connects to different energies in different ways, and they will all be just as powerful in different ways. And it's just incredible because a lot of the ladies that we've sort of connected with as well over this past year have probably started this journey as well, not knowing what the future looks like, knowing that they're wanting to move away from the corporate, knowing that they're here for something bigger, something different, knowing that they want to help people. No idea what it is. They start healing, and then guess what? The downloads start coming down, the gifts start coming through. And then it's just then it's a matter of confidence, and that's where we go. Whoop. And that's what I want to do as well. Started doing that with the session this week. I was like, right, okay, where do we want to be? What are the next steps forward? Let's hold each other to account to see if we can just move out of that fear zone a little bit. Because I know we've supported each other as well, haven't we? We're like, right, what do we need to do? Boom. Do that in April. No, you're not. We'll do it now.
I know, exactly. But you need that, otherwise you'd sit on ideas and you'd talk yourself out of it. So you need that support, that network. I'd have sat on so many things. I wouldn't have even brought out angelic healing if I hadn't have spoken to you and Serena, and you're like, what are you doing? You need to get it out there now. And it was the best thing I ever did. Absolute best thing I ever did. But you are right. You have to heal first, because our team find it very difficult to penetrate the dense, low frequency energy and emotions. So you do need to keep clearing out to raise your vibration and connect fully.
Yeah. And that's it. And
very important.
Because there's a lot of, and I feel like this is where Union of Light comes in as well. And having that community of healers that are all on this healing journey, because there's so many out there that call themselves like healers and working for the light, but yet they're not healing themselves. And so there's a part of them, there's an element of them coming from ego or needing that validation or needing the validation from people external to them, whether or not are keeping in control, or there's other things, there's underlying issues. But because we're on this healing journey, we can recognize those traits in ourselves. Am I operating from a place of 100% unconditional love and wanting the best for this person? Or is it part of me that's controlling something because I need something from this?
Yeah.
And I think this is why, like, the people that I have involved in my high vibe tribe and with Union of Light and the people that I work with, we're all committed to constantly healing. It's not something that you do like that. At first, I was like, right, okay, let's get this done. Get it done, finished. It's something that we've got lifetimes of this stuff to work through, man.
Absolutely. And every time you level up, you're at the bottom of that level, being shown what it is now you need to work on.
Yeah.
It's the journey. And, you know, once you start and you're working through these levels and you see the change in yourself, you see the change in the people around you, you want to keep smashing through. And I did a post not long ago saying, when you feel flat, deflated, depressed, like the wind's been taken out of your sails, take a bow, you just leveled up. And embrace what is next and ask your team to help you work through it. It's uncomfortable. It feels like shit. You want to stay in bed. You want to hide away. You don't want to see anybody. Break free of that, call in your team and work through it. The last bout that I had was in December and it was really, really bad. I think it's the worst I have ever felt. I got through it within 3 weeks. Now that would have definitely have taken me probably a year, if not more, if I hadn't have had the tools and that connection to just work through it and embrace it and keep moving forward. So yeah, it's uncomfortable, but just embrace that, because it means you're leveling up. When you're feeling like that, you've just gone up a level. So celebrate you, and then find out, right, what next? What do I need to do? And reach out, and continue to heal. 100%. It's never going to finish. You're never going to end, but you're going to start to enjoy it, recognize it, and know what to do.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to help other people more, because you're going to open more gifts, receive more activations. This is how it works. Yeah.
I love it. So shall I talk about what's going on in February, just so people can get an idea of what to expect?
Absolutely.
So this is a safe space. So membership is open to males and females, open to absolutely everyone. Each week, so there's at least one live session each week. So we have a mixture of live workshops. All the details are always posted. They're always recorded and always in the group. So if you've got any questions about the topic coming up, we've got healing sessions, energy sessions, and those are, I think we've touched on, breath work, quantum healing, angelic healing, heart healing, all a huge range of like amazing sessions, channeling, tarot reads, the one-to-one sessions, the coach, well, say one-to-one sessions, like it's a group discussion where we can all bring something that's maybe been bothering us, getting us down, whether or not that's in work, in your business. Maybe you're looking to move forward in your business, maybe you've got a relationship problem, maybe you've found that you're moving away from all of your friends and you don't know where you are and you're feeling isolated and what's going on, because all of this, your world looks like it's crashing down around you. It's fine, you're with safe people, because we've all experienced it. And then we have like guest speakers as well. So, you know, there's certain ones of us who have got a lot of experience in one area that we can share. So there's those sessions as well. So it's absolutely packed. And February is all about love. And when I say love, I am talking no Valentine's and loving another person, because this is an interesting one, Dawn, and I know we've touched on this. When we talk about love, I was somebody's just been Kaylee's just been finishing doing some heart healing sessions on me, and before we started, one of the questions was about our parents when we're younger, because our first experience of love in this lifetime is from our parents, right? And the question was, what did your parents teach you about unconditional love? And I sat with that question and I was like, did I even feel loved? What even is it to feel loved? And I sat there and I broke down, and I thought, well, I knew they tolerated me, they liked me, I was the good girl, I was the quiet one, I did well at school, and I did those things because I needed to feel like they liked me, I needed to get that validation from them. But what was that feeling of love? And then it took me on a whole journey. And then when you think about people in your life and you think, I love that person, and you get really curious about this, what do you love about them? Why do you love that? How does that make you feel? And why do you need that from an external person to make you feel a certain way? It's deep, and this is going to be massively triggering. But the ultimate answer to this is to get to that point. Well, for me, from what I've found, to get to that point of being able to truly understand what love is, we need to be able to truly love ourselves first. So we are not looking to this person or that person or that person to make us feel a certain way, to make us feel important, validated, special, wanted, needed, worthy. Because when we truly love ourselves, we've got all of that inside of us. So then we can go out into the world and be like, oh, now I know what love is, because I am not attaching to you to give me something that I need, that I am missing in my body. So February is all about self-love. So we start off with a workshop around that, what I've just talked about. And then in the same week, so this is the first week of February, group heart healing with Kaylee. I've just mentioned Kaylee. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be like a hypnosis session. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I would recommend, like, everyone needs to do this. And then the week after, we've got Hannah, our self-love queen, because sometimes we think we love ourselves, But really, do we put ourselves first? Do we really prioritize ourselves? Do we ever stop and think, what do I need? When we think about, what we would do for our children, right? And you think, oh, I'd do this and I'd make this really nice for them and I'd put them first and I'd go to the extra lengths for them. And that would be nice for them. You want to do it for other people? Do you want to do it for yourself? Not often.
No.
And then we've got, you're here, right? You're in my group, Tom?
I am in your group, and I think I'm booked in for the 20th of February. Yeah.
Heart wall healing, because you have been gifted with some amazing techniques.
Yes, I have. Which have been like channeled through to me, that I've used on myself first. So I have been the guinea pig. I haven't just gone out and tried it on random people. I have been the guinea pig and been working with these techniques. So I'll be sharing about the importance of the heart, about the connection, where it lives, how to tap into it, how to connect and get answers, how to communicate, what it feels like, what it sounds like, how it's different for everybody. And I'll also be connecting into your energy on that session and channeling messages directly for you. So my team have told me they are going to be there. They are going to give me things that are relevant, and I will be channeling that information. Often with me, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't pretend to be a fortune teller. Timelines change all of the time based on choices that you make. We have free will. So sometimes I'm shown possible future timelines. Or I can ask for what is your best possible future timeline and get a glimpse of it. And then I can ask for you then to receive the inspired action from your higher self, which can come in the form of thoughts, feelings, sensations, but you'll establish your own connection and get that. You'll just take action and not know why you're doing it and move towards your best result possible. So a lot of the messages I get, it could be from crossed over loved ones. Sometimes they come through and pay you a visit. Other times it could be telling me how you're feeling at the moment and what you need to do to feel better. Yeah, it's different for everybody, and they always give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. However, I will ask you to set intentions on there, because if you set a strong intention, sometimes I can pick up on that and they'll give me what you're asking for. Because they know we like little miracles, that we like that validation, not to prove anything. They don't like it if it's prove that you're there and show them. They don't like that. It's more show us something magical because it makes us feel good, and then generally they will. So yeah, we should see some magic happen in that session.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And then we've got the week after that, we've got the group session, which will be a really nice way to finish the month, given the depths of what's being brought up and how we've discussed it and how we can recognize this need in ourselves, that we need that external person to make us feel a certain way, and what we can do to start to shift that as well. So it's going to be an amazing
share something with it being Valentine's as well. So I've worked with a few people where they just haven't found the right person. And I've had this conversation about, well, self-love, it all starts with yourself. And it's like, but what does that even mean? Well, if you love yourself, you're a mirror, you're going to attract in that right energy, that right person, not by looking for that person, not by needing that person, because that way you're telling the universe, I need this. So you're going to keep needing it. What you're telling the universe is, wow, I love myself. I believe in myself. I am happy. I am fulfilled. And you can get to that point, and then you will become a mirror. If you're single, you're going to attract that right person who's going to mirror the energy of you, where you can still find that fulfillment within, but you're going to have that life partner that understands you, that you deserve, not the same that you've attracted before that hasn't worked out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%, because this is a whole new rabbit hole, especially for me. Little Miss me, who's been married for 20 odd years, and then she's like, holy fuck, like, what even is this?
And everything's changed.
Yeah, it's interesting when you realize, like, actually what my motivations were, why that younger version of me needed those things. And same thing as well, we've both on this journey, and it's amazing because we're still friends through it. And it's like, I sat down and I said to him, have you actually ever been vulnerable enough to fully open your heart? Because that terrified, when I had this conversation, the idea of that terrified me. It's literally scared me shitless to think about. fully being vulnerable, fully being open, fully opening your heart and letting somebody else in. And I sat down with him and it's like, oh, no, I haven't. I was like, you get me now, don't you? You get why we're on this journey now, don't you? And he's like, oh, yeah. So I'm
Mate,
really fortunate to, to be in this place where we are being curious because, then we are leveling up to this new earth, these new experiences, these new feelings and emotions that we're here to radiate and then spread out across the world.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So your group, did you want to talk about how this membership would work for people who want to sign up and yeah, what you're offering at the moment?
So the membership price is £33, 33 pence a month. However, there's an offer on for January where it's £22, 22 for the first month. So if you're quick, you might just get, I'm just looking, I think it's February, isn't it, next week? Is it next Thursday, the 1st of February?
Yeah, already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got until Thursday to take advantage of that offer. Which means you get all of the sessions, you get all of the recordings, everything that we've gone through in January already. And you can cancel at any time. So even if you join for the first month and you think, am I getting anything? If you don't feel like you are, then just cancel. There's no tie-ins, there's no issues or anything around it. But what I will say is that if you do join and you do participate in these sessions and you do watch and you learn and you listen and you get the most from these experiences, this is going to massively support your journey, your growth, because you're getting at least one healing session each month. You're getting that group, you're getting that wisdom, that knowledge, that experience, that validation, those tips, those tricks on how to self-heal. Because I know both you and I was trying to list, actually, I'm going to update my website, the services that I'm offering, the amount of different techniques now that we use to work on ourselves, like all of this is shared in the group, so it's just massive
So many ways, aren't there, Laura? It's never ending, the amount of ways. And when you get that connection, that deep connection, your guides will do the healing for you. I don't even have to really even think now. I just ask them to do what you need to do. And if I need to learn a lesson, I'll go through the process. Sometimes it is just, yeah, we've done it. And I just feel better. And it's like, how did you do that? You don't need to know that.
Yeah.
You've got better things to think about. Just forget about that now.
Yeah.
It's what happens. It really, really does. When you trust and you get that connection, they'll take things away. When you just don't need it anymore and you've learnt your lesson, they'll just take it away.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to do that. You will. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all on the same journey. Not one of us is saying, I'm here, I'm the finished product. We're all working through stuff together.
No, just wait till next month. If I go up another level next month, I'll be like this again. Oh God, what do I need to do? But I'm ready for it, and they know I'm ready for it. I'm like, bring it on. I am ready. I am absolutely ready. And every time you go through it, life just gets better. Seriously, things just keep getting better. You just have to keep going. Honestly, just keep going. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Love it.
Love it. And I love you too, Dawn. It's so good to see you as well. And your hair suits you when it's down.
Oh, thank you. It's not very often I have the time to talk. And I've just got lucky today because they're being good. It's that quantum healing from Susie. The whole house is calm, which is amazing. The only bad thing at the moment is the dog's in the bedroom with me, keeps farting, which is so I'm going to have to get out of it soon. Get the dog outside and have a lungful of fresh air. She's contaminating me at the moment.
Oh my goodness. Oh, bless you, Dawn. Oh, well, I'll let you go, honey. Have a really, really good walk. Have a beautiful afternoon. Thank you so much.
How can people sign up? Are you going to put a link in the comments here?
Yeah. I'll bob a link on wherever you're watching this video. You'll see a link with it to
in the comments. Yeah, and then you just sign up with the link and start be invited to the group and then start receiving the content.
Yay.
Yeah, amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you there as possible. Just try it out. £22.22 for the first month. It's worth trying it out, see what you think. And like Laura said, there's no contract or anything, so you can end at any time. And we would love to see you there. The more the merrier.
Yeah? Definitely.
Thank you. I'm going to escape now into the garden. Full of fresh air and let this dog out.
I love you, honey.
Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.